Hi students, now you are watching 8th class mathematics first unit rational numbers exercise 1.2. So before entering to the exercise 1.2, let us understand what is a number line. How we generally used to mention natural numbers. Natural number starts with 1, right? So 1, 2, you have to keep dots also at the same distance. 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. How much you want to mention, you just have to mention, and you have to keep arrow mark here. Don't keep the arrow mark here, okay? So what is this number line? The representation of natural numbers, right? If you want to mention whole numbers, then you have to start with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. And you have to end with an arrow mark. For example, if it is integers, this is whole, right? Whole numbers. If you want to mention integers means it contains both positive and negative numbers, and you have to keep the arrow mark on both the sides. For example, let us take the middle point as 0, right side positive numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and the left side -1, -2, -3, -4, like that. So this is a representation of integers. Next, when it comes to rational numbers, how we can mention the rational numbers? The same, right? If you keep by 1, this will be a rational number, okay? But the parts of the rational numbers, how you will mention? For example, I am going to take from 0 only. I am taking only from 0 means you should not keep arrow mark here. So 0, and assume this is 1. This one, if I divide into 4 parts, 1, 2, 0 to 1. Sorry, 0 to 1, I am going to make it as a 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. How we can mention? 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, and 4 by 4. 4 by 4 means 1 only, na? Understand or not? 1 by 4. 2 by 4 means nothing but 2 ones, 2 twos, 1 by 2. 4 by 4 is nothing but 1. Right or not? This is nothing but 1 by 2 and this is nothing but 1. I just divided 1 into 4 parts. If I divide 1 into 7 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how you have to write? 1 by 7, 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7, and 7 by 7. 7 by 7 means 1. And I divided 1 as 7 parts. If I want to divide it into 8 parts, you can keep 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8 like that. And I'll explain one more example. Four by 4 is nothing but 1. 6 by 4, 7 by 4, and 8 by 4. Here 8 by 4 means nothing but 2. It means I divided 1 into 4 parts. -1 by 4, -2 by 4, -3 by 4, -4 by 4, -5 by 4, -6 by 4, -7 by 4, and -8 by 4. And here also -4 by 4 means -1, -8 by 4 means -2. Understand? This is the way of representing numbers on a number line. Okay. And one more thing I just want to tell about absolute value of a rational number. The topic is absolute value of rational number. This is very simple topic, ma'am. For example, I am going to take a rational number called 5 by 11. What's the absolute value of 5 by 11? It is just a representation form. If you mention 5 by line in between two vertical lines, then you have to read this as a minus 5, sorry, absolute value of 5 by 11. If I write 3 by 10 within the two vertical lines, how you have to read this? Absolute value of 3 by 10. The vertical lines means automatically you have to read it as absolute value. You should not read it as 3 by 10. You have to read it as absolute value of 3 by 10. If I write minus 4 by 6, then how I have to read this? Absolute value of minus 4 by 6. In the, if the, what is that, okay, you have to read it as absolute value of some rational number. Okay, in some questions they may ask write the absolute value for the following rational numbers. They may give 1 by 2, minus 5 by 7, 6 by 8, something like that. Once they asked write the absolute values of these things, absolute value of 1 by 2 is equals to 1 by 2. Sorry, right, left side you should not write like this. Absolute value of 1 by 2 is equals to 1 by 2. You have to write like this. Absolute value of minus 5 by 7 is equals to minus 5 by 7, and the absolute value of minus 5 by 7 will become just 5 by 7. Okay, if negative number is there, the absolute, after removing the absolute value, the number will be positive number. Absolute value of 6 by 8 is equals to 6 by 8. If they gave absolute value, what's the absolute value of minus 8? If they said, you have to write just 8. You have to remove the negative sign. Okay. Now, let us move to the exercise 1.2. In exercise 1.2, what they asked, which is greater, 3 by 5, 2 by 7. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 problems are there. I will explain just 2 problems. You have to do remaining, okay? So they asked which is greater, 3 by 7, sorry, 3 by 5 and 2 by 7. Please copy the full question. First one, A. 3 by 7 comma 2 by 7. So if they asked which is greater, 3 comma 2, we can easily write 3 is greater than 2. Right? But don't copy this, okay? I'm just explaining for your understanding purpose. We are directly, we can easily write 3 is the bigger number than 2. But if they gave in the rational number format, how we can identify? There is a solution for this. Okay, let us assume these two numbers as A by B comma C by D. So these two numbers are in the form of A by B comma C by D. Now A into D is greater than C into D. After multiplication like this, after multiplying these numbers like this, if A into D is greater than C into D, then the result will be, sorry, A by B is greater than C by D. For example, if A by D is less than C by D, then A by B is less than C by D. Okay. Now solve the example. 3 by 5 comma 2 by 7. I am going to use the same formula. 3 by 5 comma 2 by 7. So this is in this format, A by B and C by D. 3 sevens are 3 into 7. First A into D. 3 sevens are 21. Next C into D. 5 into 2. So 5 twos are 10. 21 and 10. Which is a bigger number? 21. 21 is greater than, 21 is greater than 10. So how we have to write now? 3 by 5 is greater than 2 by 7. Okay. Or else this is one format. Okay, now I'll explain another solution for the same question. Second solution. This is first solution and this is second solution. In this second solution, 3 by 5 comma 2 by 7. Take the LCM of these two numbers. So LCM of 5 and 7 is 35, right? LCM of 5 and 7. 5 ones 7. 7 ones 1. 7, 5 sevens are 35, right? So after cancelling 35 with 5, you will get 7. 3 by 7. 3 by 5 into 7 by 7, comma 2 by 7 into, if 35 cancel with 7, the remaining value is 5. Why I am multiplying like this? If we multiply like this, will the value will change? No. If I cancel 7 and 7, it will be 1. 3 by 5 into 1, 3 by 5 only. Okay. So if you multiply numbers like this, you will not get any problem. Just we are equaling the decimal value. Okay. 7 3s 21. Don't cancel this here, ma. 7 5s 35. 5 2s 10. 7 35. Now, if the down value is remain same, can we say that or not? Which number is greater and which number is lesser? It is very easy now, right? Now, we can easily write 21 by 35 is greater than 10 by 35. Therefore, 3 by 5 is greater than 2 by 7. To write the solution, you can use any of the type. You can use our first solution using the formula A by D is greater than C by D means A by B is greater than C by D. Or A by D is less than C by D means A by B is less than C by D. Or else you can also use the solution 2. You have to take the LCM value. After cancelling with the down value, you have to multiply with that number. Okay. And make the decimal value as the same number and do the problem. Okay. Now I'll explain one more question. Now I'll take B. Minus 2 by 11 comma 12 by 13. Which is the greater value? Which one shall we do? First one or second? First method or second method? Okay. We no need to do any method here. Just we have to use some common sense. Because one is a negative number and the other one is a positive number here. So which is greater? Obviously positive number is greater. Therefore the answer is the greater number is 12 by 13. Simple, no? So minus 2 by 11 is less than 12 by 13. Negative value is always a small number compared with a positive number. Right? Now I'll explain C. minus 4 by 9 and minus 5 by 11. Shall we use the same formula? A into D means minus 4 into 11 means minus 44. Sorry. Next, C into B means 5 into 9. 5 nines are 45. Now, which is the bigger value here? Minus 44 or minus 45? Minus 44 is greater than minus 45. Just because negative numbers means opposite, no? So, how we have to write now? Minus 4 by 9 is greater than minus 5 by 11. If you don't understand this way, you can use the second method also. So students, hope you understand how to compare two numbers. I explained A, B and C. Now you have to do D and E by your own. Okay. And also do the second question also. Here also same. And even third question also. You just have to write, you have to check which number is greater, and based on that answer you just have to write true or false. Here you just have to keep less than and greater than. And next, now let us move to the question number 4. Question number 4. What they are asking? Write 10 rational numbers greater than minus 3. Question number 4. 10 rational numbers greater than minus 3. So, where is minus 3 located on your number line? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Right? On right side, we will be having positive numbers. Now, they are asking 10 rational numbers greater than minus 3. Which is more? Minus 4 or minus 2 for minus 3? For minus 3, minus 4 is a less value. Left side, less value. Right side, greater value. So, all these are more than minus 3 or not? And all these are rational numbers or not, if we keep by 1 in the down. So, all these are rational numbers only. So, no need to worry so much. You can write the solution directly for these questions, like they're asking 10 rational numbers, right? So, 10 rational numbers greater than minus 3 is equals to minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 7. Right? So, all these numbers are greater than minus 3. Simple only, no? Next, question number 5. Write 5 rational numbers less than 5. Now, what they are asking? Less than 5. You can use the same technique, and you have to write only 5 numbers here. Next question. So, do the fifth one by your own. Okay. Represent these rational numbers on the number line. Now they are asking us to represent these numbers on a number line. I will do A and B, C and D. You have to do by your own in the CW. Every time I can't mention. Whatever work I will give you in the video content, you have to do in the HW only, not in CW. Only in the homework book you have to do. Don't do in the class work. Okay. Let us come back to the question and answers. So what they asked, we have to represent 1 by 4 on a number line. Okay. If we cancel 1 with 4, it will be like very less value, 0 point something. So we have to mention between 0 and 1. And how many parts we have to make it? They gave 4. Down means divide the number line between 0 and 1 as a 4 numbers. Now 1 by 4, sorry, yeah, 2 by 4 and 3 by 4, and this will be 4 by 4, right? To represent 1 by 4 on number line, we have to make the line segment into 4 equal parts. We have to divide the line segment into 4 equal parts. This is 0, this will be 1 by 4, and this will be 1. Okay, no need to mention the remaining numbers. But the solution starts from here. This I just draw for your understanding purpose. Next, B, 5 by 6. 6 means we have to make 6 equal parts to represent 5 by 6 on number line. We have to make line segment as 6 equal parts, equal. Okay, why 6 equal parts? Now the denominator is 6, that is the reason we have to make it as a 6 equal parts. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is 1 and this is, so this is 0 and this is 1. 1 2 3 4 5 by 6, then it will become 6 by 6, means 1. Okay, understand now? Next, I explained about A and B, right? Now you have to do C and D by your own. Let us move to the next question. Question number 7. In this question, they gave 4 numbers and we have to represent these numbers on a single line. Don't worry, this is very easy because all the denominator is same. If all the denominator is same, it will be very easy for us, right? They just made 0 to -1 as a 12 equal parts and we have to mention these lines on a number line. It's very easy. I will draw so that you can copy in the notes. Question number 7, we have to mention 5 by 12 minus 7 by 12 minus 1 by 12 and minus 9 by 12. Denominator is 12 means we have to make the line segment into 12 parts. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. 0 to this side, no, so you have to keep the arrow mark here. Now this will be 12 equal parts means this will become -1. Now we have to mention 1 by 1 minus 5 by 12. Fifth part means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you have to mention 5 by 12. Next 7 by 12. 5 after 6 and 7. So this will be minus 7 by 12. When they ask a question represent these numbers, you should not mention about the remaining numbers so that they will not understand your solution. Minus 1 by 12. Minus 1 by 12. 1, no, first one. 9. 9 is after 7 only, no? 8, 9. Minus 9 by 12. Correct only, no? This will be 10 by 12, 11 by 12, 12 by 12. 12 by 12 means 1 only. Understand? Next, question number 8. Represent the rational number 13 by 6 on a number line. Still now you have done many questions. In the sixth question also 2 questions I left for you to write on the number line. Now this is 13 by 6. 13 by 6 means you have down part is 6 means you have to make 6 parts. From 0 to 1 we have to make? No. After 2 we have to make it as a 6 parts. How you will understand? You just calculate on the right side of the page. 6 2s are 12. 1. So if you get 2 here, then we have to divide the line segment into 6 parts after number 2, not before number 2. Still now all the problems which we have done, which is between 0 and 1, because those are all between 0 and 1. If, for example, take the previous question only. I kept 9 here and 12 here. If we try to do the division, can we able to keep 1 here, 12 ones are 12 like this? No, because 12 is greater than 9. In all the questions, the denominator is bigger number than the numerator. In that situations, it is obviously the number is in between 0 and 1. That is the reason we nicely did in between 0 and 1. Either it is positive side or negative side. But here, the denominator is less number than numerator. In these situations, you have to multiply and you must understand from where we have to start. So I am going to keep 0, 1 and 2. Okay. And we have to make 6 parts after 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 parts means this will be 0. So each one you are making as a 6 parts means here it will become up to 6 by 6. Here it will become 12 by 6. This will become 18 by 6. So the between numbers will be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Correct? So this number where we have to mention 13 by 6. 12 after 13. That is the reason I mentioned there. Now, let us move to the question number 9. Understand or not? I'm going to explain one more time. If the numerator is less than denominator, then you have to do between 0 and 1. If the numerator is greater than denominator, then you have to make the division based on the number we have get here. So after that only we have to make the parts. Okay. So let us move to the question number 9. Find 3 rational numbers between each of the following rational numbers. So they are asking us to calculate 3 rational numbers. How many rational numbers? 3 rational numbers between 1 by 2 and 5 by 6. 1 by 2 and 5 by 6. Three rational numbers we have to write here. So they asked us to write three rational numbers between, means in between 1 by 2 and 5 by 6. So 1 by 2 and 5 by, in between there will be n number of rational numbers between any two numbers. For example, take 0 and 1. In the starting of this video, I explained this topic. I explained about the number line topic or not. In the number line topic, first I divided 0 and 1 as a 4 equal parts. Next, I divided 0 and 1 as a 7 equal parts. Next, I divided, So here I did with 4 equal parts and here I did with 7 equal parts. If there are 12 equal parts, 100 equal parts, we can write 1 by 100, 2 by 100, 3 by 100, up to 100 by 100 we can write. Right or not? So we can divide in any rational number, in between any rational number, we can divide it into n number of equal parts. Okay. But if it is 0, 1, 1 to 2, 3 to 4, it is very easy for us. In the case of, in this case, how we have to decide, how we have to write. I will explain a simple technique. If the denominator is same, you can easily make it as a equal parts and you can identify any three numbers. You can pick any three numbers, no? So if we make the denominator same, we can write the between numbers. Okay, let us make these two denominators same. One is 1 by 2 and the other one is 5 by 6. To make the denominator same, we have to multiply with LCM value. LCM of 2 and 6 is 6 only. 1 by 2 into 3 by 3. After 6 cancelled with 2, it will be 3 only, no? And here 5 by 6 into 1 by 1. So it will be 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, comma 5 by 6. What's the between value between 3 and 5? 4. 4 by 6 is the between value of 3 by 6 and 4 by 6. Again we got a problem here. What is that problem? Okay, we got 4 by 6 here. But what they asked? They asked we have to write three numbers. But we got only one number, no? How? I have one more idea. See, 3 by 6 I am going to multiply with 10 by 10. And 5 by 6 also I am going to multiply with 10 by 10. Now 3 into 10, 30 by 60, comma